Hi everybody. It is Wednesday, April 16th, I think. Obviously post-surgery. I'm still in the sling. And my pajamas. I just wanted to check in. So, as you all know, if you're on the Crazy Island page the last day or so, some of us are going to do a letter journal, sort of a swap, and we're going to do art in each other's journals, and sort of do a round robin, and then when it comes back to you, it'll be all filled up, which I really love the idea of. And I can still paint with one hand or doodle or whatever. I can't do a lot, but I can't do everything I was doing with two hands, but I can do a lot. I can't make the journals though, so I'm having my cousin come over this afternoon, and her little daughter Olivia, a little artist in training, her and her sister both. Anyway, Olivia is going to come over with her mom, and they're going to help me put the journals together. And my American letter size envelopes are a little bigger than the Australian ones, but I'm going to make the journal the size that PETA recommends, even though the envelope's a little bit bigger. And if I have time, I'll make an envelope. I have the envelope punch thing, but I have just a plain American envelope, so I'll just use that for right now, probably. I also have been getting some things I ordered. Sorry, my arm hurts a little bit. From Amazon in the last couple days, not the least of which was 2 more books to alter. So as you all know, I did finish the Hannah Montana book, and sometime in the next 24 hours I will load the next video for you all, which I think is page 8. But as soon as I finished that, I knew that as soon as I'm out of this thing, I want to do another book, because that was a lot of fun. And I'd seen a couple of other books that other YouTubers were altering online, and or Crazy Island family people that they'd gotten, and I was attracted to getting them, so I did. And both of these books I'm definitely going to alter. They're both used books, and they've been beat up, but at the same time there's elements about the graphics and or the colors in the book that I want to keep, unlike the Hannah Montana book, which I can't stand Hannah Montana, and in my opinion, other than it being purple, which I like, I wasn't crazy about any of the rest of it. So one of the books I got that I really love some of the graphics in, and I think I'm going to do the whole book in neutral shades, because I love the way the artwork is done, and it is all done in neutral shades, is this one. It's called Giants. And this is a used copy I only got for a couple bucks. And like the Hannah Montana book, the pages are thick, and it has, flip outs and all kinds of fun things. Now, this is a used copy, so it has like, dog-eared pages and things like that. But, it also has like little booklets. Oops, sorry. It's hard to do this one-handed. So little like booklets like this. And I love some of the graphics, and I love the colors in the book and some of the fonts and things. So I'm going to do this in a way that I save some of that. Now, initially my thought was to paint around certain elements of each page that I like, but I'm actually wondering if I might actually go through and color copy and or scan the entire book, and then make color prints of them at the copy center, and then use those prints as collage elements in the finished pages. So that's another idea. I haven't decided completely yet. I have time, because this is going to be 4 to 6 weeks. So, and then the other book I got. Now I don't know if you guys remember, if you saw it on my Facebook page, if you're friends with me, but I did an art journal page a while back in my Delusions journal. For one of the art journaling groups I'm on. I don't remember which one. You were supposed to do a day in your life. Might have been documented life. I don't remember. There was a little doll, a girl doll, at the bottom of the page, and the page ended up saying life is too short to be so stressed out. It was about a month ago if you go back through my feed. It was a black and red page. And was in the midst of a bunch of workman's comp stuff at the time, so I was pretty stressed out that day. Anyway, the little doll was from a postcard advertising a Spiderwick Chronicles book that I picked up somewhere. I don't remember where, but, you know, I had it in my box of ephemera, and I thought she was cute for that page. She looked totally stressed out, so she was perfect. And then I realized after using that and seeing a couple of videos on YouTube that Spiderwick probably had one of those Hannah Montana-esque books. They do. So I got that one also. It actually came yesterday, and this also is a used copy, so it may be missing some things. And it has, you know, a few pen marks and things in it. I haven't looked through the whole thing yet, but it, like the Hannah Montana book, it has different elements about it. And like the Giants book, what I may end up doing is photocopying some of the pages or all of the pages to use them not only in this book as collage elements, but to use them in the future in other things, because I really like some of the graphics. So those are going to be the two challenges. They're going to be a little bit more challenging than the Hannah Montana book was, because I like the artwork in some of them. So that'll be interesting. And the other thing I'm doing is doodles. Now, doodle embellishments, I can't cut them out. You need 2 hands for that. I did actually manage to get a couple things cut out, but that won't happen again. I did it without hurting myself, and nobody freak out, but, you know, holding the paper, I'll show you how that's to rest my arm on. So I have to hold the paper over here, which I can do, and then cut like this. Yeah, it's not comfortable. I can't really see what I'm doing. It doesn't hurt, but I can't really control what I'm doing. So, and I have control issues on a good day, so that's... I'm going to just do the doodles, and then when I'm out of the sling, then I'll cut them all out. But I've been doodling, and I know you all have seen me do flowers and bugs and stuff on the security envelopes. But I've been doing other things. These are, we call them security envelopes. I don't know what everybody around the world calls them, but they're envelopes with windows. They always have the printing inside to protect privacy. I have a giant stack of them down here. Not only do we get them from our bills, but, you know, I get a lot of workman's comp mail, so, yeah. This one is courtesy of the state of California. And I also have been doodling on book text. So I do a lot of bugs and flowers and things, and there's a lot of artists right now that are coming out with tons of new rubber stamps. And, you know, I have nothing to do but watch videos and go, oh, new rubber stamps, I need that. No, I don't. You know, the designs are beautiful. There may be some I end up buying or I ask for on my Christmas list or my birthday list or something like that. But in the meantime, there's no reason why I can't doodle a similar shape or be inspired by that shape. And since I have nothing but time on my hands right now, do a bunch of doodles. When I'm out of the sling, get them cut out, have a stash of embellishments that are already made that I don't have to rubber stamp. I'm sorry, I'm just completely uncomfortable all the time. That I don't have to rubber stamp, and I can use in my art journal pages. I want to start doing more pages that are a combination of artwork and sort of smash booking. I am part of the Documented Life, and I did recently watch all their videos about how they do their pages. It's a $19 class. You get a lot of videos. Each one of the 5 artists has at least 2 videos, I think. Maybe some of them might be 3. And loads of inspiration. Holy cow. I totally recommend it. But anyway, after watching them, I thought, you know, I need to just do some doodle embellishments on junk mail and found objects. They're all about recycling and repurposing what you have. And so I started doing all kinds of shapes and borders, and, you know, started off being inspired by what they were doing, and then started just doing my own thing. The hearts are my own thing. And I just have stacks of them now. I'm going to, you know, it's something I can do. It doesn't hurt my arm. I did get a few cut out. See, I'm going to cut them out like this. I always cut them out with a little bit of a border. And then they can just be collaged on. Now I draw them on, whether it's book text or the envelopes, I draw them with, I was using a Scarlet Line Permaball pen. It's my favorite pen on the planet. But I did find what appears to be the same pen at Jet Pens for less money. That's always good. It seems, I've been using it today. It seems to work the same. It's by Pilot. It's called a multi-ball. And it was a lot less expensive. It seems to work the same. It looks like the exact same pen. But in either place that you get it, it's a good buy. And I do all the black with those. The white on some of these is sometimes with the Uniball Signo pen, but this time it's just with a big whiteout pen. And then all of these markers, you can't really see them, but for the coloring in, on the ones that I'm coloring in, I do have Pitt pens, the big brush pens. Can't really reach them. They also are all like kind of dark colors, and I really like on the security envelopes that you can see the pattern of the paper through the doodle. That's part of the reason for doing the doodle on the envelope. And because of that, I tend to more often than not use my Letraset Aqua markers. Now I know you're all thinking, but when you collage the thing on, the ink is going to run. It does sometimes, but you know what? More often than not, I don't really have a problem with the ink running. Now when I do glue the doodle elements down, I put the glue on the page, I put the element on top of it, I smush it in with an old gift card. I get little or no glue on the top of the doodle element, and that might be why I don't usually have a problem with the ink running. If I was real worried about it, I would spray them with a fixative first before I doodled them on or glued them onto the page. But I don't really have a problem with that. And the few times the ink does run, I just use that as part of the design. And I have like a huge stack of book text, see? Because I've been doodling a lot. I think that's it. I got my new Ranger round blending tool from Amazon the other day. That's one of the things I ordered. So I can't wait to use that. That's great. And then my books. And a bunch of Sizzix dies that I've been wanting for my Big Shot machine. I can't use any of them until I'm healed, but I did get them. I think that's it right now. Just a quick check-in. Yeah, anyway. So try doing some doodle shapes. You know, when you have time, just create some little elements, and you know, I separate them, you know, by borders or circles or flowers or bugs. I'm going to have some hearts now, but and then when I know I want to add an element to a page, I have them in jars, and so then I just grab that jar and I pull out a few elements, and whatever I don't use goes back in the jar. Well, theoretically. You haven't seen under my table. There's a big bucket of stuff I have to clean out at some point. Yeah, because I was just throwing stuff in there, and, you know, it's the scrap bucket and it's overflowing. Anyway, try my idea for creating some shades rather than buying, you know, bunches of new stamps and all that kind of stuff. Those are great if you have the budget for them. You know, I'm certainly not saying don't go buy stuff. These artists are all very talented and everything, but, you know, I don't have the budget for it right now. And even if I did, I don't have the room. You know, my little room's not that big. But I like this idea, and I'm using what I have, and I'm not spending any money, and I'm still getting to play with some different elements, and having a different stash of stuff around to use in my pages. I like that. So anyway, I hope it gives you some ideas, and don't forget to go out today and do something nice for yourself. You deserve it. I'll see you later.